Why did Paul tell Timothy to contend with prophecy? I will explain to you. If you read Acts chapter 16 verse 1, you will see the life of Timothy. The Bible calls him Timotheus. The father of Timothy was a Greek. The mother was a Jew. The father was from Greece. Greece were not just unbelievers. They were chronic, acidic, volatile, brutal, corrosive sinners. Am I talking to somebody here? They were native sinners. Very acidic. Am I talking to somebody here? These were people that don't just worship idols. They are idols themselves. So Timothy, the mother was a Jew. The father was a Greek. Yeah. What do you do? What do you do when your father's altar is fighting your mother's prayer? What do you do when your father's background is fighting your mother's declaration? Yeah. Many of us are coming from there. We have mothers who prayed, but we have fathers who strayed. I wish I'm talking to somebody right now. He said to say, Timothy, the first thing you must do is to pray, because the first arrow to your prophecy is diabolism. Is diabolism. Why do we need to war? The first war against prophecy is diabolism. And please, with all due respect, let nobody tell you that witchcraft and diabolism is only synonymous with Africa. I have been around the world. Am I talking to somebody here? I go to America 4 times a year. At least 4 times a year. I go to Europe at least 6 times a year. I can tell you there is witchcraft everywhere. Everywhere. Just that Africans, we are too loud with our witchcraft. We don't know how to privatize our witchcraft. There are occultic people in America, in Europe. You see them with their suits and their ties, but they are into voodoo. But every witch doctor in Africa must paint his face with a chalk. And must we know you are a wizard? I'm telling you the truth. There are people today who are into witch. They sit with their suit. You can't suspect it. They sit down like this. Some of them can even carry their Bible, but they are into voodoo, into witchcraft and diabolism. You are not understand. Can I say this to you? You must understand the spirituality of life. You want to get married, you think it's by makeups. You are carrying makeup skit with empty spirit. You think marriage is by catwalk? No, it's by network. Life is spiritual. I never believed in deliverance until I saw a man who got married on Saturday and his marriage scattered on Sunday. I'm telling the spirituality of life. It was not Delilah that brought Samson down. Delilah was too small. When the people of the enemy territories gathered and they began to make ovation to their God, archbishops are in Judges chapter 16. If you read from verse 23 down, the Bible said they began to praise their God. They said, Dagon, you have delivered our enemy into our hand. So it was Dagon that brought down Samson, not Delilah. Delilah was only a physical instrument of a spiritual empowerment. Spiritual. Life is spiritual. Some of you think it's just to walk in the flesh. No, sir. No. There are people who understand how to make declarations. Understand how to make. It's not flesh. For by strength shall no man prevail. Am I talking to somebody here? This is not what it takes to settle down. You have used all kinds of makeup, red, yeah, purple, yeah, green, yeah. You now look like an apprentice witch, and people are looking at you. They are wondering what is going on. Am I talking to somebody here? No, that's not what it takes to settle down. It takes understanding, connectivity to the spirit. Goliath was a man of war. Goliath was a soldier. But when he saw David, Goliath was trained, but when he saw David, Goliath left the realm of the physical and went to the spiritual. He cursed David in the name of his God. Goliath knew that it's not by spear, it's not by javelin, it's not by sword. He employed the spiritual. You must understand the place. There are many of you think that nothing happens and witches are not real. Forget about them, sir. You must be aware that we don't walk after the flesh. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but they are mighty through God in the pulling down of stronghold, casting down imagination, bringing to captivity. What does that mean? What does that mean? Archbishop, the Bible says, how do you deal with wickedness? It's a cast down imagination. That is how to deal with it, because nobody can attack you without imagining it. So if you can stop the process of the plan, you will halt the success of the plan. The strength of the enemy is thoughts. So if you can stop wickedness in its thoughts, that is why God replies thoughts for thoughts. For thoughts. How does God respond to them? Jeremiah 29:11. I know the thoughts that I think towards you. How does God reply them? Isaiah 55:8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither my ways your ways. How does God reply them? Psalm 139:17. How precious are thy thoughts towards me, O God. Great is the sum of them. Thought for thought. You must understand the reality of the diabolical. There are some of you under the sound of my voice. Whatever has been done against you by witchcraft, whatever has been done against you by occultic practices, today I shatter them. Be seated, be seated.